Hey, what's up, YouTube? Back with another video. Haven't made a video in a while now. I try to wait till I have something that I think is kind of interesting. I don't want to feel like everybody's a programmer nowadays, so I hate to put out simple, boring stuff. But I don't know. Maybe I should do more basic tutorial for people who are just starting off. I don't know. Maybe it'll change. We'll see how that goes. I have zero idea how the video is going to turn out today, simply because I'm using um, what is it, Clean Shot X to record this. I'm on a 5K screen, so it might be a situation where you can't actually see the code. So you might have to zoom in or something, but we'll see how it goes, right? Hold on a second. I have a hard time typing and talking at the same time. Okay, so today, well, let me tell you. Lately, I've been getting more into crypto. Well, let me be specific. I owned crypto for a while, right? But I always kept it on exchange, and now I've been researching, hot wallets, cold wallets a little bit more. And one of the common things I'm seeing is discussions around seed phrases. Basically, seed phrase is like I'm probably gonna mess this up, but a seed phrase is like random group of words that is used to access your crypto on a blockchain. Now, I mean, you probably need to Google that yourself. Don't trust what I'm saying because again, I'm kind of brand new to this whole seed phrase, cold wallet, hot wallet type thing. But yes, a lot of discussion like, hey, how to protect your seed phrase, what people are doing. Some people are splitting the list. Some people are putting the list in a sock drawer and safe deposit boxes and stuff like that. And I woke up this morning with like another. It's not gonna solve the whole seed phrase protection, process, but I think it's gonna add another layer. I mean, let's get into it. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I mean, basically, for the developers out there, you're gonna see where I'm going with this. But for non-developers, you might be like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. And I'm gonna try to make this very quick. We're doing PHP. You can do it in JavaScript or whatever, but hopefully it's gonna be really easy and simple to understand. Golly, where's the HTML? Okay, there you go. I'm gonna call this. I'm just gonna call this home. Yeah, just call it home. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, right? Uh, Excuse me, I got a shortcut here. And kill this. I never know if people who do coding videos, if they write the code and then do voiceovers, or do they try to talk while they're writing the code. I always talk when I'm writing the code, but I find like it's a little bit difficult, right? Um, let's see what this looks like. Probably can make this a. Kill this side. And yeah, I'm not gonna try to focus too much on making it pretty and nothing like that. 6. Bring it down some, but this is gonna give it away. Man, if I want to center this, is it here? All right. Rot 13, or yeah, I think it's pronounced Rot 13. Basically, I hate to call it like encryption, but let's just say it's a cousin. It's in the family of encryptions, right? Basic is you're shifting letters 13 spaces over. And I feel like if somebody find your seed phrase and I guess I gotta use, it's converted to rot 13, from the naked eye, they're not gonna understand what they're looking at. Of course, anybody in the business, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, I know what's going on, and then just basically undo what they're seeing, right? But I think this is just an extra. I think it's a very simple extra layer of disguising your seed phrase. But let's do a little bit more, and you'll see where I'm coming from. Let's see. We'll just make another. Again, this is going to be very simple stuff here. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I'm fat fingering the crap out of this. Let's see what this looks like. Can you see that? I feel like it need to be bigger. All right. And maybe I should have just made this. And I guess I could have top it. Yeah, again, don't want to get too much into this. And I guess I could just do another. Let's do. It could be side by side, right? Because what I want is that I want to be able to enter my C phrase in one box and output the Rock 13 version in the other box. So, and what we'll do next is I'm gonna make this. What if I make this 12? I just you know, technically this will be a short video, but I can't type worth crap, so I do not like how this looks. Anyway, this is really just bad. Yeah, I don't like how it looks, but I'm not gonna dwell too much on how it looks. It's more about the functionality, right? All right, so we got. Oh, let me add some JavaScript down here. Make sure it works. Yep, it's working. All right, so now we're gonna add a backend file that's gonna be used for processing. So we'll add a PHP file. What do you call it? Process. And okay, so add some code or the click event. Yeah, I always use this on instead of just doing click. You can do it your way. So we say click, and I guess we can say button, but see if this button works. God, I hate this button over here. Well, let's make the button bigger. Maybe that's will make me happier. Need to stop dwelling on the way it looks. We just need to focus on it working. That's what we need. Focus on it working, right? So, we gotta do a post. We're gonna post it to, what is this? Process. PHP. And let's just make sure it's working. And how we'll do that, we'll add a log file. And capture the post. And we'll just call this flat DB. That's a simple one. All right, so should write ID1 a file called flat underscore DB with a value inside is ID1. So let's see. Okay, so we know we can do that, right? So the next thing is to get the data that we're sending here, get that sent to the process. And that shouldn't be too hard. So we can just take this, and we call it list. Maybe we call it, we call it list. We call it seed list. There you go. You call this seed. You know what? What is that with me? Everything gotta look a certain way, and I'm mumbling right now. Sorry, guys. All right, so if we say, just making up some seed phrases, right? So we say rain, boat, fries, fire. Well, God dang it, fries. Let's just see if this works. What we want is to send this data to this file. And yep, that didn't happen. So let's see what's going on there. Was it because I don't have that in place? What am I doing? ID? No, that's all wrong. All right, so that's why. Yeah, that should do it. Again, boat, cat, bell. Wish I could do this side by side. Yeah, all right, so don't mind this. It's all about this. Boat, cat, bear, right? Okay, so we got that. Now, what we want to do, we technically, this was just to make sure the data being posted over. So we're going to assign this, and the ID was what, seed. Now look, technically you'll put all kind of checks in place, right? But you know, we're just trying to jam through this real quick for purpose of the video. List, and understand we're posting a list, so we need to convert this into an array. So let's do, we can explode it, right? And I'm just gonna call this post, matter of fact, because I'm gonna use this later on. Post, and we want to explode it on because we're doing new lines right here. We're doing, when we're entering our seed, we're entering new lines, so we're gonna explode it on new lines, right? Separate this, and what are we separating? It's post data. Now we'll call this list array, and I'll tell you what we're gonna do. I'm gonna bring this back down because we want to see if this is being converted properly. Killing this, going back, and what we say, bear, tub, boat. Can't type word crap. Clean, convert. Boom. That's nice. That's nice. All right. So now that we have this in array, and it's gonna allow us to circle through, right? For each, we got a for each loop, and we're gonna take this list. We're gonna look at each item, and this is when the fanciness comes in, because what we want to do is convert this. God, I can't remember. And this is where PHP, the IDE helps out, because I couldn't remember if it was just rot13 or what, but you can see it's str_rot13. So this will be like, again, we're going through the list one by one. One, boom, boom. We're going to do each one, right? And we can call this rot list. But this is going to be, as we circle through, it's going to be another array. We're basically, think of a bucket. We're just adding stuff into the bucket. So we'll do here. Make sure we know it's an array. I can do this shorthand, or I can just say array. I'll do it old school. Again, we're going through each one, adding to this bucket, and if we want to, we can actually print this bucket back out. But let's use another. We'll call this 1, and we'll call this 2. So you can see the difference. So I'm just gonna kill this. Right, and we're gonna have 2 flat files. One is just gonna be what are we doing here? We're gonna have an array, and we're gonna iterate through it, convert it to rot13, and then we're gonna make another array. We're gonna print it back out. So what do we want to put this time? We're gonna play paper, beer, Auburn, NFL, cookies. All right, convert 2 files. So this is what is. This is the array, and this will be the rot13 conversion. So basically, like, yeah, imagine you have a list, 12, 18, 24 seed words, right? And somebody picks this list up and see these words. They're going, well, what the hell is this? I mean, for the people who are not in the business, that don't know about, this tech stuff, they're going to like, what is this, right? It needs to be converted back, and you need rot13 to decode it back into its original form. But for the everyday person, they're not going to know. All right, so we got this, right? And what we want to do is, we want to shove it back into, we want to shove it here into this other text area box, right? So I don't know I guess we need to implode it, right? I think, yeah. So we got it in array form right here. I think that might be the way to go. All right. Do I want to kill this? All right. Anyway, you know what? I'm gonna add a simple check here. I'm just gonna check and make sure it's an array. Don't have to, because actually, why are we putting it right here? Because we're missing so many other checks, so it don't make sense. If is array here, and I'll say else. Yeah. Else what? It's not like you're gonna see it. We'll just say, I don't know. This is so juvenile. Okay. And you know what? I don't really code like this. I always check. This is saying true. I always check for faults first, and then so basically I'll say if this is not array, then add here, and then basically you're done. You just kind of kill some of this code. Like, you don't gotta write all this code to get what you're trying to accomplish. What you're trying to do. You just make it simple. So basically this. We just exit out of here. Anyway, now we want to implode it. So it's like, okay, explode took your string and turned it into an array. Now we want to take this array and turn it right back into a string. What am I doing? Am I putting? I guess we're not gonna make it. No, we'll just put it back into a list, right? We're not gonna common separate it and like that. Yeah, we exploded on character return, so we'll just do that, and here, and what we called it before, a list array. Then we turned it into, I'm just gonna call it list. We'll call it the rot list. Should have called it rot array. I'm gonna call it rot array. Yeah, so I'm saying this is no reason to be this long. Rot array, because I'm gonna call this rot list, right? We'll need to comment this out for a second, and I want to shove it back into here, into this other text area. And of course, if this was Lorville, we'll just return it. But I think you should print it out. JSON. Is it encode? Yeah, I think it's encode. It might just be. No, I'm gonna throw it array at because I'm gonna do a. Success T, and then I'm gonna say data this. Okay, so basically we're taking this array, converting to JSON, printing it, but then when we print it, we can come back down here and just say data. Oh, I'm gonna have to do some Googling in a minute. I know I'm gonna have to do some Googling. Let response. And I can't remember how you do this. JSON dot parse. Look at that. I really couldn't remember. Okay. Here. This is going to convert it so we can actually use it into a JSON. So then we can say if response dot, what we take, success is T. This is way longer than what I spent. Equals T. I'll do this because after that I don't want to go nowhere. We want to get T, but now we want to get data, right? Data. Hold on. Dot. I guess it's. I can't. I don't say it's HTML or text. Okay. Here and output. All right, we're close to being done. We're close to being done. There. I think that might be it. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna add in what's our seed phrases. I'm not gonna add a lot, so I'm gonna say phone, wire, Glock, mouse, tire, truck. How many of that is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could keep on going. Mac, Billy, stock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's do one more. Water. Okay, so here we go. We can convert it. Boom. And I know you're thinking like, we don't believe this guy. Let's see if we can find. Um, 13 converter. And see, yeah, I've been here before. They got it. I mean, they got more than 13, so you can even use this. All right, so phone. Take this. See? Your phone. And where we took this, you convert to wire. This should convert to Glock. And we'll do one more. So this is just to verify that it's right. Mouse. So anyway, so you would take this, and of course put, it got to be in order. But then imagine you had a list with these letters versus these letters. This jumbled up. Somebody like, I don't know what this is. But of course, somebody who wrote code or something like that could later figure out. But I just figured this is one step. This is an additional layer of security, right? Yeah. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to make this into a server. I'm going to put this code on my GitHub, and if you have the means, run it locally yourself. I wouldn't I want to go plug this into something like this unless you did it maybe one by one, because you're giving your seed phrase to whoever runs this site, and you don't want to give the seed phrase to somebody else, because it's not like a thing where you need a seed phrase plus somebody's email address. No, somebody can take your seed phrase, plug it into a wallet, and boom, you're done, right? Yeah, maybe do it one by one or what, but yeah, I wouldn't do it on any kind of online service. I would just take my code, run it locally, or again maybe did it one by one, but just don't do it all at the same time, because you're giving the keys to the castle away. Anyway, so this is just my 2 cents on how you might maybe take hiding your seed phrase to another level. Of course, some of you guys might think is trash, and it may be, but it's my little contribution, right? Again, I'm just really leaning into this crypto stuff. So yeah, just an idea. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.